Hopefully it's better.
Hopefully.
I
Did
think
we
we're
get
good
things
now, though.
we get things figured out on my end, your end, everybody's end?
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Okay. So yeah, where we left off. Oh, that ain't gonna fit my fucking. I need to figure that out eventually. Trying to get that. He's a French diver, actually. He's not. Wasn't from Mexico. Look at this guy. That motherfucker is coming out the goddamn swimsuit, man. What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
So that was the highlight for most women of the Olympics, as per my understanding. And for anybody who says size doesn't matter, I guess that's the proof there. So anyway, um,
I'm just sharing this to our socials real quick that we got it back up.
probably a good idea. Um, I was just looking. It's pretty upsetting. Well, depends on how you look at it. Shikari did not get the gold. It went to was it Julianne Alford of Saint Lucia.
Chris Miller says, Brad, stop breaking stuff.
Well, I'll get to it eventually.
And he'll probably break it again in 10 minutes. Give him time.
Just as long as I don't break my bong, everything's okay.
I might need to do a dab.
I'm telling you. After all that. But seriously though, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was really hoping that Shikari was gonna get that gold in that 100 meter.
100 meter.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was hers. But it happens.
Chris says
get
you're
him
gonna
next
break
time.
your bong next.
And don't wish that on me, Ricky
Yeah.
Bobby.
Don't wish that bad juju. You don't understand. You
I've
don't
had this one for 6
understand.
months, man. If if I can keep this one, I'll be. I just need it for a year, really, and I'll be happy. 'Cause
Have
I
I
got
ever
this
shown
one.
y'all my bong?
Nah, where's that thing at?
I'm about to show you. Hold on.
I turned my head away like it was gonna help me not cough on fucking camera, but I got the microphone right here. What the fuck am I doing? So yeah, aside from the Olympics, so I don't know about you, man, but my life is pretty much revolving around NCAA and the
Yeah.
Olympics. So
I
that's
mean,
all I got going on.
that NCAA game, that's
Don't
the
want to make
truth right there.
I don't want to make the podcast all about that, but I know I'm in the Michigan playbook and I'm going to study that thing for the next month. That Florida State playbook, have you fucked with that?
I have
That
not.
thing, that Florida State playbook is nasty for spreads. Um, I mean, everything that their quarterback, before he got injured, all that shit that he was good at, a little bit of mobility, a little bit of running, but
What is
just the
that?
wide
Roden Tate
variety.
or whatever is that his name?
Oh, don't fucking pop quiz me on that. I
I
know
think I
Michigan.
think that's his name.
There's too many schools for me to care about.
Yeah, yeah. For real.
I got my dynasties that I care about, my incoming recruits.
Yeah.
That
I got a few of them going. Also, if you're in a chat and you want to join an Xbox Dynasty, pop something here in the
hop
comments
on
and
in.
you can get added. It'll be added late, but we're going to be going into Season 2 real soon.
Season 2's a good time to get in there. Probably going to keep this thing going for a couple seasons at least. I hope. I want to see this thing out to
Shit, we can play
maybe
30
a
for all
10.
I care.
Say at least want to make it 10.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
people drop out over time,
We'll just
that
add new
just
people.
means we have more room for exactly.
We just replace them.
No big deal. And
I
but
had a fucking shootout of a game today, though.
that one was pretty good, if I have to say so myself.
It was a shootout for sure.
I don't know what happened there. I did stop watching for a little bit. That's my bad. Those 8-minute quarters, man. I'm gonna give you shit about them. Those are long games.
You fucking get over it.
But it was really back and forth there for a minute, and then I don't know
I
if
got a
like
couple pickoffs,
you
and
got that one interception and took it down and scored, and it just took the little bit of crowd advantage that he had,
yeah.
and
And
that
that's
was
the
pretty
thing
much
in
it.
that game. Crowd advantage is a huge thing. If you take the crowd out of it, you're fucked.
Yeah. Or
They're fucked.
conversely, if you're down 28 or 35, oh look at that guy.
It's got an eyeball.
If you're down fucking 35, or you're winning by 35, and you let the opponent score a touchdown real quick and give the crowd just that much fucking juice to slip some momentum, I swear to God, man, that shit's turned my shit upside down
So the
3 or 4
question is,
times. Just,
are people going to actually buy Madden, or are they happy with NCAA?
I'm gonna need more patches, but I expect. I'm hoping they allow us to do like we used to. You get your road to glory person or whatever they called it back then. Your creative player, and then let me transfer my creative player over into Madden. That's what I want. Let me build him up and carry on his fucking legacy and all that shit.
That would be a sweet feature to have back.
I'd like to be able to bring my creative player in, import him into the roster, like legit. So, say I got my creative player, you got your creative player, and we can use them for
Yeah.
whatever their, you know,
Because, like, when I
fucking
was
draft stats are. Who cares?
on NCAA 14, I always, went to a real shitty school. 1-star,
Mhm.
2-star. And then I'd create... excuse me. I'd create a player on offense and defense that was freshman. And the rest of them were dog shit.
Yep.
But at least I had a good starting point to build
Mhm.
around. that fucking killed me.
That's good. I'm gonna bust this puppy out later on tonight here. I don't know if people can read that. That's a caviar blend. I'm gonna get real cooked on this one. It's got the infused on the inside. That's smelling real nice, my friends. Whew. But so, what you got going on for the summer? For the most part, what you been doing, or what other late summer plans you got coming up?
I mean, I got some free tickets through my job to go to Zumbizi Bay.
And what is that now?
It's like a water park.
Man, you gotta be more descriptive than that. Is it indoor water park?
No, it's an outdoor one.
Okay, that's
But
what's up.
I don't like people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those sons of bitches are everywhere.
I know, it's like I go outside and I gotta deal with people. I don't like that.
People ask me specifically why I don't do spaces or why we didn't do this show as a space. And I always say, I just don't want to listen to other people.
Yeah.
No offense, just, I'll talk. If you want me to talk, I'll talk.
Oh, I
But
just
I don't.
noticed I need to change my social media on here.
But you got that.
We're gonna need to change that because we changed the hand.
Yeah, gotta update your shit. I gotta update my background back here. It's looking like ass.
I just got my ladies behind me.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good setup.
It's a little tight, but it works.
Used to be able to show off Von Miller, but he don't even play for the damn team no more.
What up, Ecto? Joining us in on X. How you doing today, bro? So, X payouts were shit this time.
Well, I mean, I guess that depends on who you ask. Fucking, I swear.
I
But
mean,
that's
because I got $50 and I normally average about 150, and you average about 300, and you got 89.
well, that's a thing to consider, I guess. Is I I don't know how you want to put it, but like I used to do that reply guy shit,
Yup.
um, and I don't do that no more. Well, I reply to the friends, the fucking I don't know people I support, but I don't really fucking worry about replying to all those mega accounts anymore and impression
Yeah.
hunting.
There's no incentive.
But I was wondering, like maybe if I just create my own content, and let people engage off that, what would be what would happen? And I'm a little disappointed, man. And that's kind of why the last 2 days I got all my just whatever the fuck's happening. I just put
Echo
shit out. Who
says,
cares?
"Good man, I'm about to smoke down. Which do y'all prefer, sativa or indica?"
So
Personally, I like hybrids,
let's say I'm definitely that's a tough question. I like
but
hybrid myself, but I like oh go ahead.
if it smokes, I'm smoking it. So, I mean,
That's the answer.
truthfully, I mean, I'm gonna smoke it regardless, but if I had to choose, I'm getting a hybrid or a sativa.
In the dispensary, they always want to push get me all these questions. Like what do I want? And I'm like, bro, I want weed. I want
Yeah,
fucking cheap weed. It doesn't need to be expensive, but it needs to get me high. But
and it needs to be high levels.
but no, that Afghan Kush, which I believe is a indica dominant, that's one of my favorite ones all time. If I gotta say, but I prefer that one at night because that's put you to sleep, type
Yeah,
shit.
for sure.
So I'll couch lock your ass. But otherwise, give me that sativa, give me that hybrid.
Ecto says, "Do y'all have any new content ideas, maybe even in real life content, or do you not live close?" So there's like an eight
Oh,
hour time difference between us, but at some point, there's that video will break the internet.
oh yeah, we're gonna do some shit eventually. Got to meet up in Chicago or something.
Yeah,
Um, I
it'll
need to
be
get back
insane.
on my rando news shit. Been about a week since I done that.
Yeah, we need to get you back doing that.
Well, it's
Or,
all political right now, man. I mean, there's politics or Olympics, and Olympics are great to talk about, but it's hard to break the news on that in
mm-hmm,
because I do the news and it takes me like really like an hour and a half, 2 hours to fucking do my shit, do it, edit, make sure it's all in the trending still. And with the Olympics, it's like you got 15-minute flashes of fucking if it's trending and it's going viral,
yeah,
but then it's gone. So it's not really going to be worth my time unless I'm fucking doing something that's political bullshit. And I really don't give a fuck right now. I don't care if you're voting for somebody that's good for you. I hope you're doing it with the intention that you want a better America. And if not, fuck you because that should be the only goal. And I don't really care who you're voting for. It
I don't
doesn't really,
either.
like, it shouldn't make or break us. And it ain't.
Oh, and it's funny how many people let politics divide them. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like I have several friends that have very different political views than me, but we just don't discuss politics because it's a dead end road for anybody
It is, and that
because you're not gonna make each side happy no matter what.
well, unless you're just like, in my opinion, and hey, fuck you if you get offended. There can't be that many people listening. But unless you're just like so far in your own echo chamber that you just can't listen to anybody else, like first off, why are you even debating anybody about it or sharing your opinion?
Right.
Just whatever. But like, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to happen. But if you can't even admit that even you yourself, because both political sides, in my opinion, as an independent, there's way too much to really fucking pick at. Like there's so much bullshit on each side. If you can't just admit that, like it's a difficult decision for you. I don't know, man. Like that's how I discuss it. Is it's
Well,
a difficult thing for me to discuss because I can't give you a straight answer. Like, is
I'm the
it?
same way. I'm politically homeless. I don't claim either fucking side at this point because they both suck.
And give me a
And
couple weeks and maybe I'll change my mind. But no, I think you're right. They both suck.
and and why
Yeah.
do we have to choose between a two-party system? It's the
Mm-hmm.
only, an independent's never going to win the presidential election. And
Gonna need a lot of fucking money.
yeah, and it's just not realistic. So, you're doomed with a two-party system, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. He's getting fucking the best evil of both worlds. South Park called that shit with their
And why the
douche
fuck
or turd
are our
sandwich.
only choices between old fucking guys all the time?
Well, in good news, we got that one old guy who's all of a sudden said that he wasn't going to do it after he's told everybody else that you can't run against me, and then he chose the person that nobody was going to vote for to be his success. Anyway, whatever. That's not my problem.
I mean, it's just, we're so fucked. But in other news, what do you got, news guy?
Oh man, it's like I said, man. Come on, we got Olympics, we got politics. What do you want me to talk about? Fucking here, let me give you a good random one. We'll just we'll go
What are
through
you
and we'll
smoking on over there?
where'd my bag go? Hella jelly, a sativa,
Nice.
19.2%.
Ecto says the
Oh,
Olympics have been cool. A lot of swim records have been broken.
Man, like there ain't nothing going on right now, and unless I want to tap into something that has to do with Fox News or like
Bleh, barf.
Ryan
Spend enough
Krauser.
time on
He just
politics.
Ryan Krauser, shot put guy.
Yeah.
He got another gold medal. That's 3 straight Olympics with 3 straight gold medals, first in history.
That's pretty cool.
So, there's some news for you. And I mean, that's America right there. I don't know if you've seen that motherfucker. He's a horse, dude.
How has USA basketball done? I haven't seen much.
Well, they just beat the other part of USA, which brings us back to the first part of this episode that got cut off. I don't know how Puerto Rico isn't a part of America, but yet,
So they
they
play
aren't.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, USA
isn't
played Puerto Rico today.
Puerto
in
Rico,
basketball.
United States territory or whatever?
You know what? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just a stoner. What the fuck do I know? I don't know shit.
Here I am showing my ignorance again.
Here I
Just
am.
total
I don't
dumbass.
know shit.
But I was watching it.
Says Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory.
So why they got their own fucking team, man?
Yeah, why do they have their own team?
I wonder if Google can help me out with this. Why does
They're
Puerto
their own
Rico?
country, but a territory of the U.S., so that would be why they have their own. They're their own country, but are a U.S. territory.
So could like
Interesting.
Texas have their own team, or do they have to succeed, whatever the fuck that
I
word
believe
is?
Texas would have to secede from the United States to be able to get their own.
In which case, they would have to succeed at seceding.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe.
But
Texas is like its own little...
you know what I mean? Like that's a thing to think about, and they might have the population to do it.
Yeah.
They got them fucking fast motherfuckers and everything down in Texas now. I've watched their football teams, especially when they're on. Like they might be able to
Well,
put
they
their
got
own
Arch
fucking.
Manning and Quinn Ewers.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arch Manning's going to get some playing time this year for sure. I mean, I don't see how you cannot put him on the field.
Yeah,
I mean, the name alone.
that's gonna be like when I was in Denver right after they drafted Tim Tebow, and we had like Kyle Orton or some shit still, and that motherfucker getting booed every game, man. And it was just a matter of time, and I was one of the motherfuckers in there, and I don't care, y'all. 2000 and fucking goddamn like 12, I swear it was. Like, I was in that stadium chanting, "Let's go, give me Tebow," and people weren't ready to hear it yet, but they were booing Kyle Orton, and I was getting yelled at by other fans in there saying, "No, we still gotta trust him," and I'm like, "Fuck you, give me that Heisman quarterback sitting on the bench, motherfucker." I mean, he didn't work out for us. I mean, John Elway, man, he kind of fucked him. We don't need to get into it, but.
And then he tried to come back as a tight end and everything.
Yeah, and then that wasn't going to work.
I mean,
but for that one season, man, took us to the playoffs, and we won against Pittsburgh.
Steelers fan? Oh, bro.
Man.
Bro.
I can't talk much.
Yeah,
except for he got my quarterback, and he gonna suck until they put fucking Fields in. That Russell Wilson experience was the worst experience of my life, man. Swear to God.
It's going to be interesting to see him in Fields in Pittsburgh.
Oh, here we go. We got a viral sensation on the camera. Let's go.
Interesting.
But oh shit!
His first playoff game was a walk-off TD in overtime against us. Yeah, it was. Yeah. He blew right past y'all.
That Demaryius Thomas shit.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas.
That was I don't know. That might have been my favorite play as a Denver Broncos fan in my life, in my lifetime. And I know it wasn't even the Super Bowl. It was just like that. We were so ass the year before, and like everything that season was just like nothing was supposed to be possible. And then against the Steelers,
I mean, that made it even more sweet.
Yeah. And then a couple of years later, we got Peyton, and everything worked out, and then we've been ass ever since. And
then they drafted Paxton Lynch and
gave him a shitload of money. Or no, that was Brock Osweiler that they gave fucking way too much money.
Osweiler, I remember him too.
Yeah. I mean, he low-key led us to the fucking Super Bowl, that motherfucker. While Peyton had his ankle fucked up, and then that next year, he just got the yips or whatever and went to shit. Oh, well. Had some Trevor Siemian in there, too.
How long do we have till the NFL season starts? It's not that long.
No.
End of this month, maybe?
I mean, Shark Week already happened. So, that means NFL season's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Do you count the Hall of Fame game or no?
I mean, is that an exhibition?
Because, I mean, that's already happened.
The Hall of Fame game's already been played?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, allegedly. Looking at this here, we're in 2024. Unless we're talking about last year, 2024. That'd be weird. Nope. Season hasn't been played yet.
Bears won, Ecto says.
Yep. So that was that game. Okay. Yeah. See, look, nobody cares about that game. That doesn't count then.
Yeah, so I didn't even know that game got played. So yeah, that's not a start of the NFL season.
Nope. Olympics were on, baby. Nobody gives a fuck about those car salesmen.
I feel like
that's so rude.
College this year is going to be intense, having that 12-game playoff as well. That's going to be tough.
It's the playoff and the fucking, what do they call it now? The Big 18?
Oh, yeah. It's not the Big 10 anymore. It's about to be the Big 20.
And now we got the Pac-2, or is that how many they have left now?
I think there's two schools in the Pac-12 or Pac-16. It was actually changed to Pac-16.
Yeah, and then just all of a sudden they dissolved that thing. COVID fucked up everything, man. I
It really
swear.
did. I mean, and Big Ten's got 18 teams now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
realistically, you might get a cupcake schedule every once in a while in the Big Ten because they're going to rotate out the schools on the schedule.
yep. Aside
So,
from Michigan
yeah,
trying to
OSU and
play
Michigan are
their,
always going to play.
yep. And we're gonna try to keep Michigan State and maybe like Northwestern or
Yeah.
something. Maybe I don't know. It'll be tough
It's
because
definitely going to be interesting to see how the Big Ten schedules
mm-hmm.
opponents now because they've got UCLA,
Shit.
Oregon, USC.
I haven't even looked at Michigan's schedule. This might end up low key becoming a sports podcast fucking during the season.
I mean, it's definitely going to get some sports attention.
Damn, Michigan's gonna get fucked up, dude.
Let's look at the Buckeyes schedule.
They got, I mean, it starts off easy with Fresno State, and then it goes right into Texas, Arkansas State, USC, Minnesota, Washington's okay, Illinois, Michigan State, Oregon, Indiana, Northwestern, and then Ohio State. So
Well,
it's just
Ohio
like,
State's got a cupcake schedule to start the year. They got Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, and then they got Michigan State, Iowa. Ooh, then they got Oregon on the
then it gets up
road.
hot, yeah, and then at Penn State. Ugh.
Ooh, versus Nebraska, and Nebraska got Dylan Raiola, and that kid's legit.
Yeah. So y'all
Shoo.
it's
And
gonna get heated
the
there for
fucking
a minute.
Northwestern game is at Wrigley Field, so you know it's going to
Damn.
be jumping there. Wow,
Gonna have a
gonna be
bounce back
interesting.
game at Purdue, and then don't ever sleep on Northwestern or Indiana now. Uh, they're not great schools, but
Mick says, "Look at that jawline."
who's
On who?
on me? Don't say on me now. Mine be a little chubby.
Ecto says both could easily have 2 to 3 losses going into playoffs. So you're not wrong,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man.
and
Like,
that's what makes the Big Ten so fun to watch now. I mean, you bring schools like USC and Oregon and schools like that.
I don't know how I feel about Michigan playing Texas at fucking the second game of the season.
I
Like
did
that.
see that. That's going to be an insane test.
I mean, at least it's not at Texas, so Texas has to come and taste the big house. But
Yeah,
like
but ooh, still, that's
that's
a rough game to start the fucking season.
fuck yeah.
But I mean, if they come out and win that game, I mean that makes the fucking season look a lot promising.
Yeah, yeah. Then you just got to get over USC, and then it's not too bad until end of the year. Because looking at Oregon doesn't seem so bad after knowing that they have to go through Ohio State first. That's going to be rough trip for Oregon having to deal with Michigan and Ohio State mid-year. Fucking hell for them.
Mick says, "Weren't you talking about jaw lines yesterday, Brad Rando?"
I was that Olympic guy.
That's where the jaw line
Shit.
comment came from.
Damn, Cashman, did you see that jawline? Dog, I gotta send you this. Hang on, let me.
Ecto says Texas always has track stars as wide receivers.
That's gonna
Really?
be pretty interesting to watch the speed on Texas. And I don't want to say Michigan doesn't have speed, but I mean, like we all know that we don't make them like that in Michigan.
Well, and I think the NIL
Like O linemen.
The NIL has just changed the whole landscape of college football in general. You know, you got guys that are going from California to the East Coast to play for schools because they can offer them the most money. Which is,
Yep.
I mean,
And that transfer portal is making it so that that shit happens just
that
as soon as the
portal's left
season's
behind
over.
college
Fucking done.
football, too.
Loving that. I love that one dynasty. I lost the playoffs. but I won the Big 12 championship. So like everybody in the Big 12 basically is trying to dip now to come play for my school, even though I didn't make it in the playoffs. But they're just like, hey, you got that championship contention. You can get my brand exposure up.
And then, I think I have found a recruiting hack in the game.
Uh-oh.
Because I've been pulling some sick classes. I mean, I do a lot of, put a lot of points towards recruiting. But if you, wait till week 2, 3, and you go look for the guys that haven't been offered anything. Go look for the 4 or 5 stars, 3 stars, the guys that don't have any scholarship offers. Hit a scholarship and send the house at them. And the following week, you're number 1 almost every single time. Yeah. Now, I mean, obviously, there's other aspects to it. But
see, I will admit, because a couple of these guys are in the chat, in that dynasty, that shit's a little bit hard to fucking find somebody that hasn't been an offer. Because some of y'all have been quick on these 4 stars and 3 stars, and I'm like,
Memphis, I'm crushing the recruiting board. I'm just waiting on that motherfucker to advance to the next week, because I'm probably signing about 4 stars.
Hey, there you go.
And
I had a couple 4 stars coming.
I got a top 25 class in Illinois, and I went 5-7.
There you go. There you go. Shit.
Ecto says, bro, it's on site. On site, what you want, bruh?
Next season, because I didn't put too much into recruiting this year. Next year, I'm going to put a lot more into my recruiting. I wanted to try to build up my teams a little bit this year. Like everybody that's in that dynasty, they know my run game is fucking fierce. Yeah. So when I get that Heisman, get a little bit of prestige, man, my recruits, they like coming down that trophy hallway and seeing that Heisman right there. I'm telling you right now, boy, if they see that, they go, oh, I can get me one of these here.
Yeah. And I mean, it's crazy how realistic it is, because I don't know if you've played the Road to Glory mode at all, but you can take risk and go hang out after curfew and shit, and I mean, it's realistic as fuck.
Hey, on one of them, I did that where I started out and I was doing my name and shit, and was kind of just doing it, real serious. And then why am I doing this? So I switched up to another guy. It's like Gary Buckthorne or something, just some fucking off the wall shit. And I'm not taking every risk, but I'm just, how would I approach this if I was in college?
Right. I'm gonna do exactly what the fuck I want, regardless.
I just threw fucking 3-4 touchdowns. Right. Had a monster game.
I'm big dog.
You want me to study? Dog, fuck you. I'm a true freshman up in this bitch throwing 4 tutties.
Right. Right.
Hey, you wanna drive to class tomorrow and make sure we miss it? Nah, dog, I'm gonna miss that.
I'm skipping class. Man, fuck that. One of the cheerleaders will do my shit for me.
They're gonna kick me out, I swear to God. Because it's I'm in Michigan and I'm doing that shit.
I really want to try the Ultimate Team mode. I've been getting booted out of it every time I try and log into it, so that's been...
I would, but I used to play Ultimate Team a lot, and I don't want to say, you played me, I'm okay, but online, that Ultimate Team, man, if you're not putting in $400, I swear to God, every fucking month, you're falling behind.
Although
heavy in that shit.
They do give you some decent cards in that mode to start out in with the challenges and shit. So I mean, It doesn't feel as much like a Madden pay to play in that mode. I mean, granted, you still can. But
how many people have you been put up against yet?
Well, that's the thing. I can barely
I
get
only-
into the fucking mode. It only worked
I logged
like
on
every
there.
other day.
I went in one time to fucking play my shit, and my team, 70 something, I don't know, 78, I don't know. And I go up against the guy, he's 84, and I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck does he get 84 overall already? Because none of these cards are fucking.
I mean, it matters a lot about how much time you put in to it.
I mean,
there is a lot of challenges and stuff on there.
I agree, but this was day 2 I'm talking about. So
yeah, day 2, yeah, he paid for that shit.
Dog, what you talking about?
Yeah, day 2, he paid for that motherfucking shit.
This day 2 after the pre-order, so the real launch hadn't even come out yet. So he already like pack, and then played all the challenges and everything on top of it, and it's like y'all put me against him. So yeah, that was the last time I played that mode. I'll hop in there eventually, but I'm having fun in the dynasties right now, and
the dynasties are cool. And Chris just got ranked 21 as Liberty in that dynasty, he said.
Hey, I'm hoping if I can bring a little bit of prestige to the MAC conference with Western Michigan, man.
Oh, I forgot that's who you are in that.
That one, that shit's so ass, dude. Dude, I swear to God, I was Army the first one, and I thought if I play Western Michigan in this, it's going to be a little bit easier. It's fucking same. They both suck, dude.
He said it's the same.
That quarterback can't throw shit. He's got like an 84 throw power with.
Oh, it's me and Ecto next week in the main dynasty.
There you go. I can't wait to see that one.
We gotta get that motherfucker moved up.
Next year, I know we'll have the scheduling what we can do a little bit, but I'm really hoping we get two minimum user games
absolutely
per season.
I'm gonna have.
I'd like to see 3, honestly, with how big it is.
I've got like fucking 5 this year already.
Yeah.
But
with how many people are in conferences with each other, it should be easy. People like me in the fucking MAC. It might
10 or 11 people in here, so I mean it should be easy for everyone to have at least 2 fucking user games.
Yeah. People like, for me, they're going to have to put me in their non-conference game and try to figure it out, but everybody else.
The thing for me is right now there's at least 3 people in my conference alone. So I almost always have my user games. I don't even really have to schedule any user games. I almost get them regardless.
Yeah. It's going to suck
for people are going to take job offers as things come along, which is cool. But
hey, if I end up whooping on people in the SEC, it's going to be a real bad look, let me tell you.
Everybody needs to help out with the scheduling, though, for sure, because I tried so hard to get everybody a user game, and then it started telling me, the schedules don't line up. So I got what I got, and we rolled with it. What up, dog? What you doing?
Yeah, we'll make sure we get that shit under control, I suppose, next season.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the commissioners are for.
But we're at 40 minutes, and we had another 20 the first time with all the bullshit. Is there anything else you want to talk about? What's up, Canadian?
Oh, man.
You want to bitch about? Back to school's coming up.
Back to school's coming up. Then
clear the
getting
list,
my kid
obviously.
ready. Oh, yeah, clear the list. I would say I'm trying to clear the list over here at my house real quick first.
Yeah.
And
I gotta get my kids back to school stuff, and then
gonna do school shopping a little bit tomorrow, actually, here. And then
stuff.
on Monday, I presume my X-Pay day will hit my account, and I'll get it back to clearing a couple lists here. Like we talked about earlier, my payout was a little bit lower because I wasn't on there grinding as much. I've been doing some work at the property. We're doing the pollinator garden. We're summertime now, pretty full summer. things are blooming. I got to be over there doing stuff. Um, but made a nice concrete pad. Been real productive. Got to get a streaming station set up over there so I can make more videos and stuff at that place.
Yeah, which will be
Um,
cool. That'll be good content.
yeah, I enjoy it, and I enjoy seeing sometimes it gets decent engagement when I make my own content. Even though X doesn't like to pay me for it, which is fine. It's okay. It's for nature anyway. Um, but
That's the thing that bothers me about X is we're on here, and there's clearly people that talk in your chat. Several of these people I know are verified users. Why is there no ad revenue for streaming on X yet?
that's X is the best platform for content creators.
That's
That's
what they say anyways.
So just go with it.
I mean, I'm blown away by that, honestly, because
I mean, at least we can still say fuck and
Yeah.
not have to worry about getting canceled or
I say
anybody
fuck on
yelling at us.
TikTok and I get restricted.
That is it's horrible, man. That video I put where the infomercial or whatever, the commercial of sucking dick,
Hmm.
I put that on TikTok, and that shit,
That came right down, didn't it?
that came down, and they about took my whole fucking account.
Yeah, they don't like that shit, man.
I said, bro, this was just a joke. I said, we got something funny for your ass, bitch.
They took that joke a little too hard.
Mm-hmm. And, I thought it was messed up because I didn't bleep it out, but I bleeped it out. I didn't say anything bad. And
I mean, TikTok is low-key overboard with their censoring of what you do on that platform. Because
I mean,
even if you label your shit as 18 and older, they still restrict you.
mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's real hard to feel like you're gaining any ground over there, I feel like. That's why I've never even put this podcast on there, because it would get restricted so fucking fast, it's not even funny.
Oh, yeah. It would just take us out. We might have to just do little clips and stuff here and there and put that up.
There's too many kids on it. Well, why don't we make a TikTok kids like we have fucking YouTube kids?
And I mean, what's wrong with what we're making right now that's bad for kids? I don't even understand.
Hell, half the fucking kids play college football. That's what we'd be doing.
It's like we're smoking weed or something on camera.
I mean,
ridiculous.
I might be guilty once in a while, but that's beside the point. We don't care about that. But I mean, seriously, if we can have YouTube kids, why can't we have a platform solely for adults on TikTok where...
Give me a TikTok unfiltered.
Yeah, an unfiltered TikTok. And if you're a damn snowflake, you're not allowed on it.
That's right. I mean,
seriously, like if you're one of the people that reports videos and this, that, and the other, you take your ass over to kitty TikTok because that's where you need to be.
you got a place for you over at Weenie Hut Juniors.
Yeah, like SpongeBob said. That's going to be a good clip.
Only the people under 35 will understand that.
Yeah.
Weenie Hut Juniors? No, I didn't mean that place. I meant Super Weenie Hut Juniors.
Bro, I can't hit my vape on TikTok because it sponsors tobacco and e-cigarette usage. Canadian, I still rip my bong and bowl and joints on TikTok, and they restrict me all the time. But I just don't care anymore. Like, you're either going to ban me off the fucking platform or you're going to leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. Either going to make it or you're not.
I ain't got banned yet. I'm sure it's coming, but...
I do okay on TikTok, actually, sometimes. It's kind of weird to compare my videos. I'll get more engagement over there sometimes on that shit where I have 20 followers than I do on X, which is insane because I have 8,000. But
they don't... The problem with the X is no one, and I mean no one, truly knows how the algorithm works, how the payouts work, or any of that. No one. There's no one. I mean, yeah, you can do all the experiments you want and all this, but it doesn't give us any insight when creators that are, normally paid a certain amount have a payout fucking $100 less. You know what I mean? Like, there's
Yep.
no justification behind it.
And we got hundreds of people paused, and they don't really get
Yeah.
a explanation for it. And when they appeal it or ask for a reason why, they just get told to fuck off, or they're lucky if they even get told anything. So,
Well, and the thing
you know,
is half of the monetization coaches out there, they don't know. Like, they're using you for engagement bait. They tell you, oh, yada yada yada, just so you'll comment on their shit.
basically, that's my opinion of him. Just
I
fucking
mean, and the thing
trying to get your
is
attention.
several of them weren't even getting paid at the time they were coaches.
Which is pretty hilarious stuff in my mind.
That does crack me up. But
But, they had heard from other people and, heard from somebody else, and somebody else said something, and
Canadian says went from getting 1K views on Twitch down to 1 to 6, and X
Ooh.
dropped from 2K down to 14, and TikTok dropped from 100 down to 2 to 3. Oh, that's brutal.
The whole worldwide just said no more.
That's brutal, Canadian.
Nobody wants you anymore. No.
Damn.
That's rough. I mean, I kind of wonder too, like, if people are just searching out things right now that are political,
I
or
believe so.
right now Olympics. I swear, man, like, I was just having a conversation with a buddy of mine that helps me out with the property over there about X. He's on here, the investigator guy. Yeah, he's
Where's
trying
he
to
at?
get
I'm
his.
surprised he's not in here.
Oh, I don't know. He's probably working on a farm or something for some cash, or he's a volunteer firefighter. So who knows what the fuck's coming up? But he's still trying to get monetized because he ended up taking a break just because it's all just bullshit, really, and
Right.
tweeting for pennies.
Truly,
but-
that's what it is.
So he's trying to get his impressions now, and he's realizing it's not as easy anymore to get people to respond to you when you're doing your impressions.
You used
It's
to be
like-
able to just rage bait people.
Yeah, or just drive conversation and just have fun and just the internet. But now it's like nobody wants to do that on Twitter anymore at all. Nobody wants to engage with anybody and help them, potentially earn more money, or just have a fucking fun conversation and just have good old fashioned internet anymore. And maybe I'm in the wrong algorithm. I don't know. But I
Canadian
don't
makes
see
a
it.
good point. He says people just don't want to watch men anymore. Basically, if you aren't showing your fucking tits, you're not getting views. I'll gladly show my tits.
Okay. We're
Is
doing
that
it.
gonna get people in here? Because I'll do
We're
it.
doing it. Look at them abs, though. God damn. I'm looking good. So, say no more, fam.
Nick said it's a battle. I struggled. Still not there. This is my last effort as far as that's concerned. Are you talking about impressions for monetization? Canadian says unless you're in a costume and getting into the game and basically becoming the character in the game, that's how you're gonna get views. I mean, I did think about streaming one day wearing a gas mask and just hitting a gas mask the whole fucking time.
I mean, my Giorgio gimmick gets good views, so that's.
Giorgio should stream games.
I really need to crank that motherfucker up a little bit and bring him back.
We might need to bring Georgie on the show.
Definitely at some point.
We'll have to get him nice and fired up on the show.
Yeah, I I don't have any sunglasses down here, and that's kind of
That's Giorgio's thing. Gotta have the
yeah,
glasses, man.
that's the whole thing really. And I got a new pair of sunglasses that really fit the Giorgio vibe,
Oh,
and I'm looking to actually get a nice grill.
I
I don't
did
know
see
if
you were looking for a grill.
yeah, I don't know if that's for Giorgio or if that's for me, to be honest, but that's it.
That's still up in the
It's
air,
time,
huh?
man. And I don't know if that's because I'm, about to turn 34 and that's my midlife crisis. I
Man, I
don't
know.
know.
I was cool with turning 30 up until the day before. And then I was like, holy shit, realistically, with as much fucked up shit as I've done in my life, I've probably lived half my life already.
Hey, or
And
at
that shit
best,
hit different.
yeah, at best you're at a third. Good
Yeah.
luck, motherfucker.
Like, that shit hit differently. I was like, damn, I mean, it had me fucked up for a day or two.
I mean, you got kids,
Yeah.
you're almost dead. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just
I
throw it
mean,
away. Drop my
that's
goddamn
crazy.
lighter. You need to fish this some bitch out. Ah,
The great thing
got it.
is next week's show, we have a guest coming on. So that's
Should
always a
be
good
exciting.
time.
Really hoping the guest doesn't delete their Twitter account like the
Yes.
last one, day of broadcast.
We miss
That's
him,
the whole thing.
by the way. Wish he
Yep.
was still with us.
Well, he was another person that was in the same boat. I think with a lot of people were the um, trying to get engagement. Trying to get the impressions, and just
Well, I think the thing is since no one knows how the payouts are determined, it's becoming discouraging for people.
sure. Well, and I don't want to go on too much of a rant here. Um, But if your goal was always to just come here and try to get money from advertisers and live the total lifestyle of idiocracy,
You're
with
here for the wrong reasons.
yeah, like you're not going to get rich fucking getting paid from advertisers every 2 weeks making content. If you're lucky, you're gonna have a couple fucking bangers. You're gonna be on. You're gonna step up to the plate, fucking knock a couple things out, and get paid for your content. But
Yep.
that ain't gonna be your life. And if it does become your life, like congratulations. But more often than not, you're doing something on the side that
Yeah.
propels that as well. Like there's a lot of people on TikTok that have actually made it, but they have like DIY crafts where they're
Hmm.
showing what they do, they're teaching you how to do it, and they're selling their craft. And they're making money off their merchandise sales and their craft and their talent. And they're teaching people how to do shit. You're not gonna make money coming to Twitter saying good morning, son bitch. Like shut
Yeah.
up. Stop.
I mean,
Rant over.
yeah. I mean, there's got to be more to the content than what a lot of people are putting into it and expecting to, get paid for.
And I don't want to sit on my high horse because I haven't been doing it for long, and I still share. I'm gonna keep sharing other people's content, but when I'm making my own now, I'm trying to make sure it's like that, the workout fucking videos or something where I'm doing a challenge, but I'm
That was
also
fucking
editing
great.
it to make it, lasting content that you might be able to look back on and go, oh, here, let me look at this real quick so I can show my friend. But you're watching it again
Right.
later on, and I don't know. That's a different approach for people, maybe, to consider. But if you're not trying to consider making lasting content, then what are you really doing?
Right.
And
But
anyway,
I think we had a pretty good show once we finally got everything going, and hopefully
yeah, I
Brad
didn't
doesn't
fuck with
break the
audio.
fucking audio next time.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna look into a new headset because this one's really fucking finicky.
I
I
need to
gotta.
send you the link to the cheap Amazon one I got.
Mm,
A lot easier. It's got the boom stick here, and then you just get some headphones so you can hear.
oh, I got some stuff and things, but I need to simplify my life and
Yeah, Get your setup nice together.
Yeah, I quit fucking around.
Yeah.
That's on me.
Fine.
You know.
We gotta get more consistent on these shows too.
Telling you. Yeah. It seems like I have my life together, you know, when I
Oh,
tweet.
I don't even try.
Yeah,
To seem
yeah,
like it.
I'm pretty fucked up, just like everybody else, you know. Got my quirks.
Right. We all do.
So,
I'm about to get off.
okay. All right.
All right, brother.
Have a good one. Have a good
Appreciate y'all for joining us today, and
Catch you guys
we'll
next
see you
week.
next week.
See you.
Peace.